What's up, legends? Benchmark is back, and today I'll give you analysis on each game and also give you my best bets for today. So buckle up, I've done the homework. Let's hit these and stack these wins. Before we jump through the picks, just wanted to do a quick little recap on yesterday's video, and we smashed it. 2 wins, 0 losses, another sweet baby. We had Victor Wembanyama over 23.5 points and Andre Drummond over 9.5 rebounds, both cashing with ease. So that takes us to 7.79 units profit for the month, with an 81% win rate and a 45% return on investment. And then for the season, we are up 4 units, with a 58.18% win rate and a 6.78% return on investment. Now, if you want to see all these picks I'm taking, there are a few links down below that give you access to premium. However, for the cheapest price of $7.99 per week, you can not only see my plays, but 6 other cappers doing their thing. With our most profitable sports coming up, this is the best time to join. So let's get into the slate. So let's go to the first game of the slate between the Cavs and the Thunder. Nothing I was really liking here. I was looking at Jarrett Allen over 14.5 points. However, I'd like to see a game with him and Mobley in the lineup to see what Harden does, especially with the Harden effect on Allen. We'd definitely like to see how Mobley affects Allen in this game. Also, the Thunder have a very strong paint defense, so I'm staying away from now, but I do lean Allen's points. So over 14.5 to Allen is a nice little lean of mine. Then for the Nets versus the Hawks, I was looking at Nick Claxton over 10.5 points. So for the season, he's over this line in 31 out of 50 games, averaging 12.5 points from 8.7 field goal attempts. So with MPJ in the lineup and without Thomas in the lineup, he is over this line in 17 out of 23 games, averaging 13 points from 8.6 field goal attempts. So matchup wise, the Hawks give up the 7th most amount of points in the paint, where Claxton scores 72% of his points, and also they allow the 8th most points within 10 feet of the basket, where Claxton scores 94% of his points. When Claxton versus weak defenses for points in the paint, he is over this line 100% of the time, averaging 14.1 points from 8.4 field goal attempts. So Claxton is my first official play for today. Then there was nothing else I was really liking in this game. So for the next game between the Raptors and the Bucks, I was looking at Brandon Ingram for over 3.5 assists. So for the season, he's over this line in 29 out of 54 games, averaging 3.7 assists from 7.5 potentials. But Barnes is out, and as you can see from the chart, Barnes is averaging the 2nd most amount of assists in the team, and someone has to take over at assisting role, and I see that being Ingram here today. The Bucks give up the 3rd most amount of assists from above the break, where Ingram gets 38% of his assists from. Basically, him driving to the rim and him dishing out one of his many 3-point shooters, and they just smash that 3-pointer in. So, expecting him to play at least 30 plus minutes here, and when he does play 30 plus minutes, he's over this line in 29 out of 49 games, averaging 3.8 assists from 7.7 potential assists. Even if you look at games where he's playing at least 32 to 32 plus minutes, he's over this line in 26 out of 45 games, averaging 3.8 assists from 7.7 potentials. And can definitely see that potentials being up to like the 8 or 9 potential mark. So if you look at games where he has at least 8 potential assists, he's over this line in 16 out of 19 games, averaging 4.9 assists. So Brandon Ingram is a nice strong lean of mine for over 3.5 assists. Definitely could take him for 3 assists in many parlays today, and I could see that cashing with ease. Then for the next game between the Nuggets and the Warriors, nothing I was really liking here. Nothing stood out to me, so I gave it a good little pass. Then for the Mavs versus the Pacers game, this one here is pretty much looking like a messy game. Both teams are tanking, especially the Pacers. So when Jay Huff lines do come out, I'll definitely be looking at him. So at the moment, they do have it set at 13.5, but it's not official. But the reason for this is the Mavs pretty much have been struggling against centers all season. As you can see, the last 10 out of 15 centers have gone over their closing line with a 19% average difference. And I can see Huff going over. It just depends on where his line is at. If it is at 13.5, then it's definitely a strong lean of mine, but not taking it at the moment. Compared to the Mavs side, Christie and also Gafford are questionable, so I just want to see what happens if those guys are in or out. But I would be looking at someone like a Najee Marshall or even a PJ Washington, especially if Gafford's out, PJ Washington for rebounds, and if Christie's out, Najee Marshall for his points. Then for the Hornets and the Wizards game, I was looking at Ryan Cork-Brenner for over 9.5 points. So for the season, he's only over this line in 18 out of 45 games, averaging 8.4 points from 4.7 field goal attempts. Without Bridges and Diabate in the lineup, he's over this line in 2 out of 3 games, averaging 9.7 points from 5 field goal attempts. Expecting to play at least 26 plus minutes here. So when he plays 26 plus minutes, he's over this line in 14 out of 20 games, averaging 10.7 points from 5.5 field goal attempts. So the matchup is pretty good. The Wizards allow the 4th most amount of putback points, where he scores 21% of his points from, and also the 2nd most amount of points within 10 feet of the basket, and the 3rd most amount of points in the paint. So when he versus weak teams for points in the paint allowed, he's over this line in 5 out of 8 games, averaging 9 points from 4.8 field goal attempts. Even if you take the minutes out, his average isn't as good, but I can definitely see him getting those minutes. So let's look at games where he plays at least 28 minutes. He's over this line in 3 out of 4 games, averaging 9.3 points and 4.3 field goal attempts per game. So Cork-Brenner is my second main pick for today. Then another pick I was liking in this game is Grant Williams for over 5.5 rebounds. So for the season, he's only over his line in 4 out of 15 games, averaging 4.3 rebounds from 9 rebound chances. So without Diabate and Bridges in the lineup, he has been averaging 8.5 rebounds from 13 rebound chances. So let's look at games where he's had at least 8 rebound chances. And he's over this line in 4 out of 9 games, averaging 5.8 rebounds from 11 rebound chances. Only concern is that Cork-Brenner could vacuum up these rebounds instead of Grant Williams. Just depends if they keep Cork-Brenner underneath the rim or they drag him out to the 3-point line. But Grant Williams is a nice strong lean of mine for over 5.5 rebounds. Could take him for 4 rebounds for nice little parlay pieces. Then for the Celtics and the Lakers game, just liking 2 picks here. Liking LeBron James under 24.5 points and rebounds. So for the season, he's only under this line in 11 out of 37 games, averaging 27.5 points and rebounds. But with a healthy Luka and Reeves in the lineup, he's only over this line in 4 out of 11 games, averaging 22.8 points and rebounds. Bookies have this line a bit high for me, and I'm definitely liking under here. So LeBron James for under 24.5 points and rebounds is a nice little strong lean of mine. Then for the next pick, I was liking Peyton Pritchard for over 23.5 points and assists. So for the season, he's only over the line in 23 out of 54 games, averaging 22.8 points and assists from a 20.8% usage rate. Because as you can see from the last 10 games, his usage rate has gone higher due to him starting on the bench and playing that 6-man role. So in the last 10 games, he is averaging 25.9 points and assists over this line in 7 out of 10 games. So when you look at the season, where he's had at least a 22% usage rate, he is over this line in 18 out of 22 games, averaging 30.5 points and assists from 26.3% usage rate. So Peyton Pritchard over 23.5 points and assists is my third pick for today. Then in the 76ers and the Wolves game, I was liking Jaden McDaniels for over 4.5 rebounds. So for the season, he's only over this line in 26 out of 55 games, averaging 4.3 rebounds from 8 rebound chances. But without Gobert in the lineup, he's over this line 100% of the time, averaging 5.5 rebounds from 8.5 rebound chances. That is due to Reed. When he starts as a centre role, he mainly plays from the 3-point line, and guys like Julius Randle and McDaniels are the main guys that grab the rebounds, and when Julius Randle is on the bench, McDaniels is the main guy to grab the rebounds. So when you look at games where he's had at least 7 rebound chances for the season, he's over the line in 24 out of 35 games, averaging 5.1 rebounds from 9.7 rebound chances. Even when you increase that to 8 rebound chances, he's over the line in 21 out of 28 games, averaging 5.4 rebounds and 10.3 rebound chances. So this is a nice strong lean of mine. Jaden McDaniels over 4.5 rebounds. Then for the Knicks and the Bulls game, nothing I was really liking here. Don't see the Bulls keeping up with the Knicks here at all. A lot of people are going to be on at for over his points and over his rebounds. I just don't see him playing the minutes that he is going to be playing, so definitely staying away from that. Then, the Blazers and the Suns game, I was liking Mark Williams for over 19.5 points and rebounds. So, for the season, he's over the line in 25 out of 52 games, averaging 20.2 points and rebounds. So, the main reason here is Klingon sucks, and he has a great matchup here. The Blazers are weak in transition points. They give up the second most amount of points there, and that's where Mark Williams likes to score most of his points from. So when he versus weak teams for transition points, he is over the line in 13 out of 21 games, averaging 24 points and rebounds. The only negative I see here is that in back-to-back games, he has not gone over this line in 5 games, only averaging 13.4 points and rebounds. However, in head-to-head matchups, he's over this line 100% of the time, averaging 28 points and rebounds. So it just depends on the game that Mark Williams is going to play here, but especially with Booker and Brooks out, I can see Mark Williams playing a much more important role here. And the over 19.5 points and rebounds is a lean only for me. Then for the final game for the day, between the Magic and the Clippers, I was liking Benedict Mathurin for over 21.5 points. So for the season, he's only over this line in 11 out of 32 games, averaging 18.3 points from 13.1 field goal attempts and 23.5% usage rate. But that is mainly on the Pacers side. So when he's been playing with the Clippers, he's over this line in 2 out of 4 games, averaging 22.3 points, but from 28% usage rate. So for the season, when he's had at least 25% plus on his usage, he is over this line in 6 out of 10 games, averaging 23.5 points from 29.6% usage rate. The main reason why I'm liking this as well is that the Magic struggle against high usage players that play one-on-one, and he loves to play one-on-one. Loves to score from isolation and also from pull-up opportunities where the Magic allow the third most amount of points to. And then this is the 4th and final pick for today. So just trying out something new, and I'll be continuing this going forward. Really am enjoying this sort of content. So if you are liking this type of content, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you made it this far into the video, I thank you. YouTube rewards watch time, so you made it this far. I appreciate you. Good luck on this massive card. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Laters.